back to the Scottish Football Roundup, with all the highlights from across the country in the William Hill Championship, League 1 and League 2. Coming up this week, Ross County pick up their first win of the Championship season. Accies move top of League 1 with a massive home win over Cali Thistle. And Edinburgh City claimed Capital City bragging rights in League 2. First we head to Dingwall as Ross County welcomed Raith Rovers. Raith Rovers travelled to Dingwall hoping to make it back-to-back league wins. A big chance coming from a Rovers corner kick, with Ewan Wilson's shot saved by Trevor Carson. Ross County's first real sight of goal would come when Ronan Hale was played into a promising area. The Northern Irishman with a strike, which wasn't too far away. Into the second period, and County remained on the hunt for the opening goal. Another decent chance coming the way of Hale, but his strike too central to really trouble Josh Ray. Chances would pop up at both ends across the 90 minutes in this one. Raith's next opening coming when the ball broke to Ross Matthews. His effort a whisker away from opening the scoring. County haven't had much luck in front of goal so far this season, but their luck would turn on 73 minutes. Jordan White twice being denied by Ray, only for Miller Thompson to poke home the opening goal. And having scored already, Thompson would have a massive chance to grab his second a few minutes later. He drove clean through on goal, but blazed the strike well over the top. Raith would have a massive chance to equalise late in the day. A strike from Dylan Easton deflecting into the path of Josh Gentles. His effort was goal-bound, only for Declan Gallagher to make a huge block on the goal line. But County hung on and would have an opportunity to double their lead deep in added time. Hale driving through on goal, picking his spot and making it 2-0 at the death. A massive result for County, their first win of the league campaign.
Yeah, Jason Holt just latches onto that loose ball and feeds it to Josh McPake. Hands up looking for offside, but the assistant's flag stays down and Sidibe flashes that one across the 6-yard box. Almost through for Adama Sidibe. Leon King done well to block, and there's a counter-attack here for the visitors. And it's a good one, and I think that's a fine save. It is indeed. Chance here as Kai Fotheringham gets his head on at the end of Rhys McAleer's cross ball. Boys, who then finds Gullen. Nice footwork by. And it's off the defender and into the side net. And chance here though, Gullen will slip it to McPake, and it's a really good last ditch tackle. Packed 6-yard box. I think he was looking to hit the target there. It's been missing so far this afternoon. Not been able to test David Mitchell at all.
Well, there should be a chance.
It's Kai Fotheringham breaks to Adam Forrester. He almost shaped for a shot, instead uses Kai Fotheringham, ball to the back post and breaks for Holt.
Referee thought about it. Oh! How's he giving the free kick to the goalkeeper there?
Watcher looks to have recovered as Oakley's first involvement is to find the feet of Marco Roos. But do you know, it's well retrieved by Marco Russ, and a chance here for a ball into the box. It comes in and flashing header by Dowd.
Here's Comrie. Wilson has found space in the box, and Connolly has to be sharp there to get down at the near post. Finds Zach Delaney. It's a nice play. Here's Ian Wilson now. Spotted Delaney on the edge of the box. Here is Robertson, Comrie and Blues. Morton worked the ball to Owen Moffat. Great defending, Lewis Strap. But Moffat wins the ball back. Telfer caught napping. Strap again in the way. And the ball's come in there. And it's still there. And it's gone in. it's a goal for Greenock Morton. Airdrie have not started the second half as they would have liked, and I think that goal go to Alloa. Oh, and that's Airdrie won the ball. It's Ewan Henderson, and it's a goal. Ewan Henderson ends his goal drought. Airdrie draw level just a few minutes after going behind, and that came out of nowhere. The corner comes in, and it's into the back of the net. Greenock Morton have the lead, and it's Jackson Longridge, the skipper, from the corner. Gallagher wins a header. Here is Xavier Jones. Puts the ball out for Aaron Reid. And Reid has a shot tipped over the bar by Storer. Airdrie must get the ball up now. That's nice from Hasty. Here's McKinnon down the line. Cammy Cooper will chase it, but he's out muscled. McKinnon to Wilson, has to have a shot. Aidan Wilson, and that's held by Storer, and that may well be Airdrie's final roll of the dice. 4 minutes of stoppage time played now. The referee looks at his watch, and that is full time. The Diamonds defeated here. It's been a dismal opening quarter in the league. Morton have their first win of the season.
Partick Thistle came flying out the blocks when they welcomed Arbroath to Firhill. Just 5 minutes on the clock when Logan Chalmers curled one home from just inside the box. And Thistle would go close to doubling their lead with an effort from range. Patrick Redding with a well-hit strike, matched only by the save from Aidan McAdams. Arbroath would go for the spectacular in search of an equalising goal. Taylor Stephen attempting to lob Joshua Clark from range, but the effort drifting wide of the goal. The Lichties' search for a leveller would continue into the second half. The ball being played into the Thistle box on 62 minutes, with goalkeeper Clark getting a touch, only for Finlay Marshall to force it home. "1-1 the final score, as Arbroath bring Thistle's winning run in the league to an end. Dunfermline were hoping to bring an end to their recent losing streak at home to Queen's Park. Neat work presenting Chris Kane with an early chance, which wasn't far away. Aidan Connolly was a Dunfermline Athletic player once upon a time. The Queen's Park winger with neat feet to work a crossing angle inside the box. Billy Tyrrell with good hands in the Par's net. Chances were popping up at both ends of the pitch, with both teams pushing hard for an opening goal. Charlie Gilmore with Dunfermline's next sighter, the woodwork denying the midfielder. Queen's Park would build a promising attack in the Par's box before half-time. The ball breaking to Josh Fowler in the area, with Dunfermline doing well to defend the danger. And the Spiders would continue to push for that opening goal after the break. A neat pass from Seb Drozd, finding Tyrese McDonnell, with his effort flashing across the face of goal. Grant Savoury has recently returned to the Queen's Park fold after a long period out with injury. He went close to scoring at East End, with Tyrrell making a smart save to keep him out. The Par's next crack at goal would come from outside the box. Shea Kearney's strike, well held by Callum Ferry. And late in the day, it was the home side pushing for a winning goal. Matty Todd being played in from a smart pass, but skewing wide of the goal as it ended 0-0 in Fife. Now for a look at the William Hill Championship table. St Johnstone remain 6 clear at the top following their home draw with Ayr United, while Greenock Morton move up to 6th after a big away victory in Airdrie. Now we head to Broadwood for a top of the table encounter in League One. Thistle travel to Lanarkshire hoping to hammer home their advantage at the top of the table. Liam Soule with an early chance for Cali, his strike not too far away. But Aki's first big chance would come from a mix-up in the Cali defence. Kevin O'Hara taking full advantage and putting his side a goal up on 22 minutes. And O'Hara would again threaten the Cali defence before the half was out. A hanging cross making its way to the attacker who went for goal, with Ross Monroe making a good save. Into the second half, and Cali would push hard in hopes of grabbing an equaliser. A chance coming in the 63rd minute, with Alfie Babbage producing a brilliant finish for 1-1. But Accies would respond in rapid fashion. The home side putting Cali on the back foot just a minute later, with Kyle MacDonald popping up in the box to restore the 1-goal lead. Accies were determined to take all 3 points in this one and would continue to create chances late in the game. Into added time when a well-weighted ball from the right picked out Ollie Shaw to put the seal on victory. A fantastic result for John Rankin's side. Stenhousemuir were aiming to bounce back after last weekend's defeat to Accies. An early chance appearing in the Montrose box, with Finn Robson denied by Cammy Gill. But the home side would continue their positive start to the game and go for goal again on 28 minutes. Scott McGill trying his luck from range and picking out the top corner. The Warriors were well on top at Oakview and would create another big chance on 36 minutes. A free kick being swung into the box, with Matty Aitken doubling the advantage. And the Stenhousemuir striker would get a chance to double his tally before the break. Another pinpoint delivery, with Aitken's effort this time rattling the Montrose crossbar. Into the second half, and the away team would make a promising start. Neat play from the left, working the ball into the area, with Blair Lyons being fouled just inside the box and winning a penalty. Up stepped midfielder Graham Webster to take for Montrose. He powered his strike low beyond Darren Jameson to pull one back. But the Warriors were soon on the front foot once again and pushing for a third goal. Positive attacking play, seeing the ball break to Ross Taylor, whose first time strike curled just wide. And Taylor would be involved in the attacking third again soon enough. 56 minutes on the clock when he linked up with Robson, who found Ewan O'Reilly to make it 3-1. But Montrose hadn't given up and would continue to create chances of their own. This next one coming to the on loan Gus Stevenson, whose shot was held by Jameson. Stenhousemuir would have one last chance to grab another goal late in the day. The ball breaking for Ollie White in the box, who could only find the side netting as it ended 3-1 at Opal View.
McKenna touched it down.
Good from McManus.
And
2 on.
McManus just hurrying in there, and it's cleared away by Bart. Big responsibility on his shoulders this afternoon in the absence of Brian Easton, who had to come off in the
Good
game in Inverness. As Fash manages to bring it down. And
spread it wide.
And there's Sam Culbert waiting. He gets the touch on the right foot. Can he cut inside? He gets the left foot. He dragged back across. And the must be touchdown. Tyler Stew got the final touch on it, but he's Fife have an early lead. Oh, it could be 2 here.
Oh, it's a great save. It's over.
It's just ticked over.
Corner kick, though. It was actually a great piece of defending there to deny Kieran Miller. I think he certainly showed that there was perhaps some question marks over when he came back from injury. Maybe what was it, 18 months ago now, if that possibly. And I think in his spell of fitness, shown.
Oh, the goalkeeper's had to tip onto the bar. I think he was trying to catch that and he couldn't get it into his grasp.
Oh, he's turned his man.
They slip out to the left-hand side. They get a shot away. Rudy Adams saves and then manages to gather it at the second attempt.
It's not a convincing kick. Once again, that touch isn't great either. Goss going to chase this down.
Looking to give chase and he'll get
there over the top for
Fash. Can he break through? He does!
Oh,
I don't know if he snatched at the shot or it takes a slight deflection, but either way, it's another chance. Parker, it's stopped by the boot of Rudy Adams as it just slipped through the wall.
He's had one earlier on today that
One at
didn't really
Stenny
take.
as well, which just bounced all the way through the defence and had to get touched over.
Yeah.
He has gone for it. Oh, he's killed the game! The 3 points stay at Bayview!
Well, it's deja vu for Paul Hartley and Cove Rangers. Last week, a goal early and a goal late kills them. This time it's a goal early and a goal late. This time Michael McKenna, great free kick I have to say. Wraps it round the wall, finds the far corner, leaves much stranded.
It's Rico Diak, shrugs off his man. Woodson McAnally, who's brought down. It's Rico Diak standing over the free kick. Diak to take, goes for goal, and it's in! What a hit from Rico Diak! Right into this top corner. It's Niall McGinn to take the corner for Peterhead. Shots in and it's wide. Shot comes in and what a shot it is from Dylan Forrest. From some distance out. Brown takes it away, cuts back in, and it's a goal for Peterhead. It's Max Barry in the middle. Gives the visitors a lead to complete the turnaround. To Murray Thomas, going for goal. It's saved by Jack Newman. Fell to Thomas kindly there.
Well done, Moz.
Alloa travelled to Dumfries hoping for a big win on the road. An early chance falling to Curtis Roberts in the Queen's box, with Ross Stewart making a big save. The Queen's number 1 standing firm to keep it at 0-0. The home side would get one of their first openings through the left boot of Brendan Dickinson. His strike drifting just wide of the post. A decent effort from the towering Queen's midfielder. Queens would win a free kick just inside their own half after a foul from Calvin Orsi. The free kick being launched long and being flicked on by two Queen's players and finding Mikey Hewitt, whose effort hit the post, with Scott Taggart tidying things up. The home side going mightily close to grabbing the opener. After the break, Alloa would find an opening when a long ball made its way to midfielder Roberts. The bouncing strike almost catching Stewart out. With Alloa applying pressure late in the day, Queens would launch a counter-attack with winger Kai Kennedy leading the charge. He was fouled in the middle of the park, with the home side winning a free kick. The free kick in added time would see Jack Stott launch it into the box, with a header finding Hewitt, who picked out the bottom corner to snatch victory for Queens. A brilliant knockdown from Matty Douglas, with Hewitt the coolest man inside Palmerston Park. A massive result for the Doonhamers, their first win in just under a month. Here's a look at the latest standings in William Hill League One. It's all change at the top, with Accies and Stenhousemuir moving above Cally Thistle, while Mikey Hewitt's late winner moves Queen of the South up to 5th. Now into League Two, where it was Derby Day in the capital. Spartans went close to opening the scoring in their clash with rivals Edinburgh City. But the game's opening goal wouldn't arrive until the second half. Edinburgh City's Jack Duncan giving the visitors the lead on the hour mark. Spartans would battle back in search of a leveller. A long-range drive from Cammy Russell forcing an important save from Mark Weir. A free kick from winger Robbie Mann would go close to doubling City's advantage. Spartans would continue to push for an equaliser late on, but City stood firm to take all 3 points on Derby Day in the capital. East Kilbride travelled to New Douglas Park to take on an informed Clyde side. The visitors making a bright start, with attacker John Robertson asking questions of Bully Wee keeper Jay Hogarth. And Mick Kennedy's team would continue their positive start to the game and go in search of the opening goal on 39 minutes. Striker Cammy Elliott slipping in Lewis Spence for a chance, one which he buried in the bottom corner. Clyde would come out with a point to prove after the break. Midfielder James Hilton seeing a low drive well beaten away by Freddie Owens. East Kilbride's next sight of goal would come from a 51st minute corner kick. The ball being driven in at pace, with Hogarth making an initial save, only for Nathan Flanagan to poke home for 2-0. But Clyde would respond well to going 2-0 behind and begin to sow seeds of a potential comeback. 75 minutes on the clock, when Tommy Robson linked up with Hilton before turning, shooting and scoring to make it 2-1. The away team would have a chance to restore their 2-goal lead from a free kick. Connor Young's powerful effort rattling the foot of the post. But Clyde hung on and would press hard for a leveller late on. Deep into stoppage time, when Taylor Sutherland burst into the EK box, he laid one on for Robbie Leach to level it at the death. Clyde extending their unbeaten run to 7 matches in all competitions. Dumbarton travelled to Fourth Bank, aiming to end their recent winless run. They got off to a great start in Stirling, with Scott Honeyman rolling them a goal up inside 14 minutes. But Stirling would battle back and push hard for an equaliser before half-time. Patient play from the Beanos in the 40th minute, seeing a chance pop up on the edge of the area. Ryan Shanley with a neat touch and a fantastic finish. Stirling would look to make a quick start to the second half. A neat pass slipping the on-loan Christopher Eady in on goal. He was denied by an excellent save from Shea Kelly. But the Beanos would keep the pressure on and would be handed a big chance to score from a corner kick. Referee Greg Suter spotting a handball and awarding a penalty kick. It was Ross Cunningham to take for the Beanos. He drilled it home low for 2-1 in the 71st minute. But Dumbarton were determined to take something from the game and would hit back in search of an equalising goal. A cross from Chris Johnston taking a touch off a Stirling man and going out for a corner kick. Suns would take the corner short and look to work a crossing opportunity. The ball being worked around and eventually swung in, with Gordon Walker popping up to score in the 79th minute. Walker's goal seeing Dumbarton claim a share of the spoils in Stirling. Forfar were aiming to get back to winning ways when they travelled north to Elgin. The Loons' first big opportunity coming to Cormac Christie, who was kept out by Tom Ritchie. But the away team would soon get another big opportunity thanks to a well-placed long ball. 26 minutes on the clock when Jake Sutherland raced through and gave the Loons the lead. After the break, Forfar would press hard to try and find a second goal. A well-placed ball from the right flank breaking to Sutherland, who couldn't finish from close range. But having been under a good amount of pressure, Elgin would begin to show signs of life in the second half. 58 minutes on the clock when substitute Ryan Sargent popped up to level the scores. And having levelled things up, the Black and Whites were on the hunt for a lead. A corner kick on 67 minutes finding the head of Sargent, who grabbed his second of the afternoon. Elgin had turned the tides in their favour and were pressing to add to their 2-1 lead. Only an excellent bit of goalkeeping from Mark McCallum denying the home side, as it finished 2-1 in Murray.
So Doherty with the throw. McKnight into it. McManus in the middle. He's got BJ Collins space. Cuts inside his marker. Squares it back to Doherty on the right. This one's in the box. Lang headers it in the air, and they need to deal with this. McManus. Oh, and that's a brilliant save by Gio Clark. Danny McManus, 9th minute of the game from just over the 20-yard mark. Swings at that, and Clark had to be on his mettle to save that one, Brian. So Russell with a 12th minute corner sends it in the box, and that is off the crossbar from Lewis Reid. Stranraer come close, they're knocking on the door. 12th minute. Russell with the corner, and it goes. Oh, and it's headed away from the back post. Oh, and that's off the line. Russell into Dolan. Dolan has a shot that could go anywhere. It goes out for a corner.
I think it's Lewis Hunter nearly gets head to it.
Yeah, so there's at least one off the line in amongst all that, Brian.
This is the pressure we need, Lawrence, so you know this wind. Same type of corner again, just right into that danger area.
So Dolan this time with the corner.
That's it, good.
And this time the defender gets a header to it, comes back out to McKnight, plays it in, and that has to be touched over for another corner. That was dipping in nicely, Brian. Josh Lane, again, that's just coming back down our throats. Look at this.
Oh,
and that comes back.
Brilliant for Josh Lane.
Yeah, but that comes back to Josh Lane's kick out. That caused the problem in the first place, Brian. Ryan Muir with the corner.
There's
right into the danger zone, and he's dropped it, and that's a goal. Such a cheap goal. And you know what? That first half is coming back to haunt Stranraer.
I think George is absolutely saying it's a push.
Keith Watson.
I would love to see it again.
Minute.
Yeah, Josh's reaction looks as though it's a push.
And Brian, that first half comes back to haunt us.
Yeah, I know, but
tons of
I really
pressure,
like to see that again, Lawrence.
And finally, here's a look at the William Hill League 2 table. Annan Athletic are up to 6th following their narrow win away at Stranraer, while Edinburgh City are looking up after their derby win over Spartans. That's all for this week. Join us next time for the Scottish Football Roundup.